Get therapy.
What is up, Wikimaniacs, to another Wednesday reading. I'm joined with John playing the drums.
Although
What's
you can't really hear anything.
No.
Virtual drums.
Virtual drums. What's going on, everyone? I hope you're having a great Wednesday morning on this first week back to work, I'd imagine, for most people. John, how have you been doing this first week?
What is work?
I mean,
What's
you
that
work
like?
out.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
I did finish my first 7 days straight kind of working out. So
Hell yeah.
Today's my rest day.
That's awesome. I should have worked out today, but I didn't. So
It do be
I've been
like that.
slacking.
Hey, I will say though, like Texas is about to experience some bad weather, so my internet has not been pretty good today. So if I drop off, I do apologize, Wikimaniacs. And also, anyone who lives in Los Angeles, please, we're thinking about you. I know like there's a lot of fires going on right now, so hope you guys are safe and stay indoors, please. We don't want you breathing those, forest fires.
Yeah, I hear it's pretty bad over there. So wishing anyone over there the best. How's it going in chat today? We got a lot of people from all over the world.
Oh, Germany. Hello.
UK. Nice. So today, for anyone who doesn't know, on these Wednesday episodes, we just kind of chill, read some stories, sometimes react to videos, and then, we do that for hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. We'll see. It usually just depends. We have our stories picked out, and then it goes how long it goes. So what's going on, everyone?
Lots of international presence today. I love it.
Yeah, it's crazy actually. When we do midday, it actually helps because
true.
the overseas people can listen, so it's good that way.
The downside is there's no Sean during the midday, so that's the only negative part about this.
Watching from Quebec, the worst province. I don't think that's true. I don't think you're the worst.
Didn't we say it was, what was it? Alberta? The Texas of Canada or something like that?
Could be Saskatchewan. That's
a DLC of Canada.
That's the DLC, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, to be fair, we might all become America soon. So, by the way,
come on in, buddy. Let's go.
Wow.
Universal healthcare. You ain't enjoying that shit no more. It's privatized now.
I lose my healthcare, lose women's rights. Wow, it's such a great day to be a Canadian. Also, we lost our prime minister.
Yep.
It's a rough week.
Eagle noises.
Oh fuck. Maybe us in America should us in Mexico should just join together.
I'm saying.
Yeah. Losing all the rights, exactly. Well, John, before we get into the stories today, I actually wanted to show you a video.
Okay. All right, let's see it.
We're going to keep the doomer vibes going. So, I don't know if you've heard of this before, but it's called Notebook LM.
I have not.
Okay, it's Google's AI study tool, I guess you would call it. Basically, you can upload like a PDF from your class or whatever it happens to be, and then it has two AI, male and female voice that have a conversation about the topic you're studying, and gives you like a podcast basically based on the information uploaded.
So we might not be around.
We might not be around. So normally it's used for like I said, class, any topics you're interested in, stuff like that. But what one user decided to do was upload a PDF with the words poop and fart written 1,000 times to see what the AI would create.
Okay.
So this is quite it's interesting what it comes up with. So I'll share this with you. I've got it up here, and we will check it out together. Are you ready?
No, but sure.
Well, listeners,
You know we love a challenge on this show, right? But gotta say, you guys have really outdone yourselves this time.
It's certainly a unique piece of source material, that's for sure.
Unique is putting it mildly. I mean, we're used to tackling all kinds of things in our deep dives, from ancient manuscripts to the latest scientific breakthroughs, even the occasional conspiracy theory, right?
You do love to go down a rabbit hole.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But this is a whole different beast. I mean, we're talking about a document that someone sent in that is literally just the words poop and fart repeated hundreds of times.
Hundreds.
No
What the
context, no
hell?
explanation, just pure unadulterated repetition.
So we're 40 seconds in. This is a 9.5 minute.
Why
podcast.
does it sound so damn real?
It does. They have pauses. They do the ums and like
They
all
have
of that stuff.
inflection in their voices. What the
Yeah.
fuck is going on?
They have like you know the what I don't even know what you call it, the mindset to be like someone is definitely pranking us with this
Yeah.
and talking about it like they have done many other podcasts in the past, being like someone sent this in and we're used to doing like, you know, conspiracies, you know, ancient artifacts, stuff like that. They're like talking about it as if this is a cohesive podcast with continual episodes.
I'm scared.
Do you want to? We'll listen to a few more, like maybe another 30 seconds or something like that. But
I'm
it's
scared.
Sean's nightmare coming true.
It is.
So where do we even start with something like this?
Well, I think the first question we have to ask ourselves is, can we find meaning in the seemingly meaningless? Because that's what we're faced with here.
And that's a really interesting question, right? I mean, think about it. We see examples of repetition in art and language all the time. Andy Warhol's soup cans, for example, or minimalist music that's just the same few notes over and over.
Right, and those things can be surprisingly powerful, can't they?
Totally. But even in those cases, there's usually some kind of structure, some variation. This document, though, it's just raw, unfiltered repetition. No rhyme or reason to it.
And yet, don't you find yourself searching for a pattern, some kind of hidden message? It's like our brains are hardwired to seek out meaning.
You don't have brains.
This is the
People-
scariest shit I've watched, and I've watched some scary movies in the past. I've watched one of those. What's that term where it was like a glacier of like scary movies? I've seen some of those things, and I'm not even scared as much as I'm scared of what I just listened to right now. What
Dude.
the hell was that?
We are so cooked. This is like version 1 as well. So it's like, it's going to get better and
It's
we're
gonna
going to
get
be
smarter.
so fucked.
Oh,
I'm
we're gonna
so
lose a
afraid.
job. Jesus.
But yeah, so
Christ.
I thought you would enjoy, well, not enjoy, but like,
I'm
I don't know.
scared.
be interesting to see. But it's kind of crazy how they have, yeah, like that inflection. They are analyzing the source material and trying to build off it. It's like, it's one of those YouTube essays where they say a lot of nothing
Mhm.
just for people to listen. It's slop. It's basically internet slop, and it's coming for us, which is terrifying.
Great. Enjoy us while we last, people. It might not be for a long time anymore. Holy crap.
Good thing Sean wasn't here. He might have dropped the call.
Yeah, he might have just left. Yeah, straight up. Jeebus. What the hell is that?
Yeah. Gen Beta will grow up with AI, and I don't know. It's gonna be a huge learning curve for the human race, I think.
I'm just saying, Luigi needs to come back. Start.
He's the savior we didn't know we needed.
Just saying.
Yeah, AI can't replace imagination. You never know. You never know. Not yet, anyway, but potentially someday.
Oh my God.
But with that, John, you want to hop into your first story?
Let's do it. All right. This one's going to be, how many stories? Yeah, I have like 3, but like I have 5 total. I have 3 kind of short and then 2 long ones.
Okay. I have 3 best of Redditor updates.
Okay. So those are all long ones. All right.
Yeah,
Perfect.
they're
All right.
longer.
All right. So this first story is cross-posted by one of our goats, Phoebe the fan. Love it. The title is, I'm dying and I don't know whether or not to tell my wife that I cheated on her.
I mean, yeah, you should. What the fuck?
Mm.
Just making your wife live a lie while she's feeling bad that you're dying?
Mm.
Fuck you.
Love it. Love it. All right. Story goes as this. And by the way, this one's originally from r/marriage. Goes as this. The decision to whether or not is to the decision to whether or not to is weighing really heavily on my heart. I have cancer that's terminal, and I don't know if this is something I want to burden her with. I feel absolutely horrible for what I did. She does, so does our friend. The person who I cheated on her with is a family friend, so someone close to us. It only happened once, however. It was during a time where we were not doing so well in our marriage. Since then, we've managed to get counseling and we've reached a good point in our marriage. I want to spend our final days together happy with my wife and family. I just know whether she deserves to know this.
So you
That's the
went through
story.
counseling and you didn't bring it up at all there?
Mhm.
Holy. Dare I say karma, or is that too dark?
No, karma is right.
I was thinking the same thing, but then I was like, not everyone with who gets cancer deserves it. So it's, yeah, I don't know. It's a gray area, and I don't want to go there, but definitely thought about that. Yeah, I mean, I think you should tell her, just because it's like you're. I think it's for her good to know, like, that a family friend has betrayed her as well as her husband.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. This is so fucked up that you did this and have kept it for this long.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You're a piece of shit, and the only reason you're even considering telling her is because you're dying. Like, what the fuck?
So the top comment on our subreddit by GDex86 put, let's be real. This is about unburdening yourself rather than coming clean. Take it to your grave and die conflicted. So the first part of that comment, I absolutely agree. This is about unburdening yourself rather than coming clean. I think that's his way of, like, trying to say, like, oh man, I need to do all the right things before I die, yada yada. But taking it to the grave and die conflicted, that part I disagree with that comment. I'm kind of with you, Josh. You mentioned that I would tell my partner if that's the thing I did, because I, like, in the way I see it is like, okay, I wouldn't want, if I was the wife that got cheated on in that situation, I would not want to mourn someone who is a piece of shit. And I'd also
Yeah.
want to know that the person that, the participating in the cheating, the friend, a family friend, I would also want to know, because, like, I bet you it's that same friend that's going to go and try to comfort me when, the husband passes away. And it's just like, okay, you fucking fake bitch. What are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
you're the one that's, like, cheating with my husband at the time. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you trying to comfort me? So I would want to know, and I would tell them, just because it's like, okay, I don't want you to remember me as this wholesome, great husband. Because some people who for example, got widowed early. I'm gonna take my mom for example. She never wants to marry anyone ever again. She never
Right.
wants to be, part of anyone's life ever again. I don't know if OP is gonna be, or OP's wife's gonna be in those shoes, but it's just like, it's unfair for them, because then they're gonna hold that hurt forever. It's like, oh man, I lost my partner. I lost the one person that, like, meant the world to me, type of shit. So I don't know. I want that person to be remembered to be a piece of shit. I also want that friend who cheated to be remembered as a shitty friend, and want them to be cut off their lives completely. So
Yeah.
I would tell. I would say it. I'm just like, it
yeah.
sucks, but they gotta know.
I would too. I think he is doing it for a selfish reason. I
Mhm.
agree. He's doing it to feel better about, like, getting
Yep.
it off his chest, which, I mean, people are torn in chat, even being like, yeah, don't tell her, like, and a lot of people are bringing up, like, what if she finds out after you've died? Like, then she doesn't have the chance to confront you about it,
Mhm.
reach some sort of closure. She just has, like, tons of regret staying in that marriage, or like staying with you until you died, or whatever it happens to be, her choice. I think that should be up to her to decide what to do with that information, and get the closure that she needs. So, yeah, I mean, he's a piece of shit either way for holding it this long, and going to therapy and omitting that, like, as someone said it, omitting the information that would actually, be honest and open about like building a relationship and just left that out. It's like,
Mhm.
is your marriage really better, or did you just lie until she thought it was better? Like that's where I'm like, I don't know. You sound like a terrible person.
The other thing that I wanted to add too is just like I feel like this person is extremely selfish. I mean, it sucks that they're dying, but they're extremely well. Also, think too, like I've seen like I've seen miracles. Like I hear miracles happen that like, oh hey, like they're terminal, but for some reason like they go on remission afterwards. So it's like, oh
Right.
shit, what's gonna happen? And also, I think they're also being completely selfish because, like, yes, their days are numbered, but they also want their wife to stay with them to make sure that their end of days is as comfortable as possible. Because
Yeah.
if he revealed that, then he'd be like, oh shit, my last days are kind of shitty alone. So I
Yeah,
think he's being
true.
selfish for that too.
Sorry, I drank at the wrong time.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah. Was there any updates or no? Not yet.
No, it's deleted, like the post.
What a
so,
fucking coward.
unfortunately.
All right. Well, we can hop into a funnier title of a story.
Okay.
We'll see if it is actually funny. This is from Best of Redditor Updates, originally posted to Relationship Advice and by Throw RA Butter Drama. And the title is My 24 Female Boyfriend, 30 Male, Keeps Disappearing into the Bathroom for an hour or more with a stick of butter, and the butter is gone when he finally comes out. It's a long title.
Poor butter.
Why are we going through so much butter?
Oh my god.
Yeah, so this was the original post was June 26, 2020. So peak COVID. And there is a trigger warning for unusual kinks / fetish. So let's hop into it.
He hopped into it with butter.
I have been dating my boyfriend for 2 years, and we finally moved in together. Ever since we moved in, I have seen a new side of him. It's a very odd issue, and I can't wrap my head around what to do. At first, I started to notice butter was disappearing quickly. I assumed maybe I lost track of how much we had, or maybe he was cooking when I wasn't around. I don't know. Oh, should I pause for John here? Oh, there we go.
No, Kevin wanted to go out.
Oh, I see. But one night a few weeks ago, I saw him try to stealthily take a stick of butter from the fridge, which I pretended not to notice, and he took the butter with him into the bathroom. Now, I have noticed my boyfriend spending an hour or more of time in the bathroom since we moved in, but never saw him take the butter before. I was so confused. When he came out of the bathroom about an hour later, I saw no sign of butter, but I also saw he did not put the butter back in the fridge. It was just gone. I tried to subtly keep an eye out on him, and over a week he did this 3 separate times, and each time a stick of butter disappeared. Finally, I said one day, "Where did all our butter go? I hardly used any this week and it's gone."
You better believe it's gone.
He pretended not to know and said maybe we just forgot to buy it. I said no, we had 4 sticks of butter before and now they're gone. He just acted like it was a mystery and said, "Guess we should order up some groceries." By now I was getting very confused. So I ordered groceries and made a point of saying, "Good to finally have 4 sticks of butter. This should last us quite a while." He made no comment. On the first 2 days, whenever I used a small amount of butter, I would remark about how much butter we had left. Finally, one day, I saw him do it again. He took a stick of butter into the bathroom, was gone for an hour or so, and came back with no butter. I couldn't believe it. So when I made dinner, I acted shocked that 1 stick of butter was gone. He said maybe we only had 3, but he knew I'd been making a point of it. The very next day, another stick of butter was gone. I listened at the bathroom door and heard sink water running and thought I heard moaning noises. I was so confused. Finally, this time when he came out, I said I know he's been taking the butter into the bathroom. He got all flustered and said I must be making a mistake. But I said I'd literally seen him take the butter into the bathroom and come out without it. And that I know he's been lying to me about the quantity of butter in our fridge. He then started apologizing for misleading, but just said, let's not talk about it. And when he saw I was getting mad, he said, what if I just order my own separate private butter? I was like, oh, okay, what are you doing with the butter? He asked me to promise never to ask about his butter activities again and just put it behind us.
He put it behind himself.
He said, just look the other way on this one thing, and stressed how it's not a big deal at the end of the day. I was like, okay, I guess. But I've been so confused and even disturbed about it. Like, what is he doing with the butter? Why is he lying about it? Why won't he tell me? I don't even think he's eating it because he's not an overweight guy, and I feel like if someone ate that much butter, they'd become hefty, but he's showing no signs of it. I'm just like, who is this guy? Am I overreacting? It seems so odd. I see him in a different light, and I'm not sure what to do. Should I just ignore it?
Hell no. I've seen people in the comments say that, like, hey, you should be comfortable with telling your partner what your, kink is and desire. And it sounds like they're also financially fucking things up, like with the budget. I mean, butter is not cheap.
No.
Depending on the kind you get.
Especially peak COVID.
Hell yeah, I have bougie butter at home, so I'd be fucking pissed if like shit was gone, And yeah, that's just a weird. And to me, it's just like, okay, I'm not trying to shame anyone's kink. If they like certain things up the booty hole, that's what you got to do. But like, I don't know. There's got to be alternatives where it's like, it's not running up your grocery bill, or it's not like, gaslighting your partner saying like, oh,
Yeah.
it's like, I didn't know we had that much butter. No, we didn't have that much butter type of shit, So I think he just needs to come clean and just say like, hey, this is kind of what I'm into. And like, maybe they can have a conversation saying like, he's like, hey, maybe you can help me find an alternative things that I can use that's kind of has the same
Margarine.
consistency as butter, something cheaper, right? But, and I don't know, that's also kind of like a health issue that could happen down the line. Like, I don't know what the fuck butter is going to affect your booty hole. I don't know. That's weird.
Writing draft said bro could just buy a coconut. That's multi-use.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. I'm saying it's weird, but I don't know. He just needs to come clean as partner.
Jar of peanut butter is also an option, Don said.
Wasting a perfectly jar of peanut butter. Though,
coconut oil. There we go. Now we're thinking outside the box.
They make sex toys for a reason.
No, let's use other food items.
My God.
I think this comment from Oxford, or Death said, I love that he acted like buying his own butter would fix the issue. And Long Live Liz said, the phrase private butter really sent me. This is where this woman's boyfriend draws the line. Yeah, I love my private butter. All right, so OP adds an edit with an update. And this is on June 27th, 2020. So this morning I said, look, yes, you should buy your personal butter for your activities, but I said I need to know what you do with the butter. He got very quiet and then said, fine, I'll show you just this once. And he told me everything. I was so mortified and confused. I cannot tell you what it is, but I will say it is a sensual activity, extremely sensual. It is definitely an inappropriate use of butter. I cannot even type what it is due to how graphic it is. On one hand, it's just butter, but on the other hand, I can no longer see him the same way. I'm staying at my parents'. To make matters worse, a friend of his found my other post and sent it to him saying, LOL, this must be about you. So I guess he used to do it in college too, and he is furious. And now other people I know in real life know what he does with butter. He is angry at me for exposing his butter-based activities. Now I have probably ruined my relationship, and everyone knows my business, causing me shame and humiliation. I can't believe what he does with the butter, though. and I don't think I can be with someone who does things like that. I consider it a I consider it a momentous fuck up for me to have ever confronted him about it. This is my mistake because I can never unknow what I know. And then,
Dude, the friend is peak comedy, dude. He's like, hey, yo, that's my boy. You've been doing that shit since college.
so the relevant comment that someone guesses what he does. Catsard Best said, "What is it? Does he shoves butter up his butt? He uses it like a butt dildo until slightly melted, then licks it, then back inside the butt and repeats the process until the butter's gone. What does he do with the butter?" So unconfirmed if that's what he does, but that's something that I think would be on the level of what OP is reacting.
I saw someone comment butter and completely agree.
No, that's not exactly what he does. That's just someone guessing. They really want to know, and then they ask if that's what he
now
does.
they're edging us. I kind of want to know. It's graphic, but I'm like, okay, well, I want to at least know what you're doing with the butter.
And in the actual Best of Redditor update story, there's a comment that says, "There's a joke about I can't believe it's not butter in here somewhere."
Yep.
I'll let you find it. But yeah, that's that is that story.
I'm glad I didn't eat lunch yet.
Same.
I'm glad I didn't eat lunch yet.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to avoid butter for a while.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten anything coconut related. I haven't eaten any. Now I'm not going to eat. Well, no, I lie. I'm going to get butter. Oh my God. That's got to be unsanitary though, right? Like the food residue must not be good for you if it's sticking up to the nether region.
I mean, if that's what he's doing, then yeah, it's definitely not sanitary.
Okay.
Also, yeah, taking up the bathroom for an hour is just plain rude.
It is.
Yeah. So
it is. Jesus
anyway,
Christ. All right.
You can take the next story so that everyone can enjoy the rest of their lunch.
You know what? I'll save the wholesome one towards the end, so we kind of have people to give them reason to stay behind. But this is this one's gonna kind of. I wish Sean was here because he would go off. This one is actually a personal story posted on our subreddit by glittering _donut _206. The title is "My Best Friend Made a Decision That Changed Everything."
Okay. Interesting.
And there is going to be a trigger warning, this one, for essay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Are we ready?
Yeah, let me get the trigger warning up.
Look at that. Josh is such a professional.
Am I? I'm taking a long time here.
You're good. You're good. All right. Story goes as this. Hey, everyone. I haven't used Reddit in a while, so please bear with me. I, 29 female, just went through a friendship breakup. My former best friend, 29 female, had been friends since our freshman year in high school. We've been through everything together, and we were in each other's wedding party. Could call each other crying if we were having a rough day. And she was really like a sister to me. And we even have a matching best friend tattoos. However, a few days ago, she told me something that would forever change how I viewed her. I had just gotten off work and was heading out to meet some coworkers at a local bar and grill. Shout out Chili's. When she called me and asked if I could talk. I said yes and asked what was going on. She proceeded to tell me she messed up, and I could tell she was really shaken up. I asked her again what happened, and she proceeded to tell me that her and a student had kissed.
No.
And buddy, the worst part is she works at a high school.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, maybe university's still wild, but at least not illegal. But this is literally illegal.
Oh, you'll hear it. And you're going to want to say it for Sean, buddy. She continued and said that it was mutual and she didn't stop it. A coworker saw them kiss and told admin. They called her into their office and asked her if she had anything to say. And she tried playing it off, and they told her that they have video footage of her and the boy. She was immediately put under investigation and everything.
Good.
And this is the part. The boy was only 14.
What the fuck? I mean, any age was disgusting, but
This is jail material. Brother.
it's all jail material. This is literal jail material. Doesn't matter what state you're in.
Yeah. I told her I really wanted to slap her, and I was feeling very overwhelmed by what she had told me. I made it to the bar and was just feeling anxious about everything. I knew that I wasn't going to let myself continue the friendship. I was sexually molested as a child, so this hit me hard. She knows about my trauma as well, so I was just in shock. I told my husband about everything, and I just cried because I knew I lost her and I wasn't going to be able to let this go. I called her the next day and I told her that I needed space and that I couldn't see her the same way. I told her what she did goes against my values and I couldn't be there for her. She understood and we hung up. I cried to my husband again because she really was my best friend, but this was too much and I needed to draw a line. I have a younger brother who is 12, and all I could think about was that the boy she kissed was only 2 years older than him. Did I make the right choice by just cutting her off like that?
Yes.
My husband says I made the right choice, but I guess I feel torn only because we were like sisters.
I would also tell everyone you know, because like
She
that
needs to be
is-
in a registry.
yes, well, she probably will be.
Yep.
I hope she's arrested and charged, because this is like, I mean, we talk about the Sean rule, which is usually by the law legal, but this is like illegal, and
Mhm.
I want them to throw the book at her, because this is taking advantage of a child, and man, that
This
pisses
is
me off.
so wrong.
Yeah. This is Sparta. Yeah. Sparta kick.
Yeah, Grand Canyon, right? In a video game?
No, she would love being in Sparta
True.
for different reasons.
Oh.
Fuck me. That pisses me off. Well,
Sorry, Josh.
God damn it. All right. I'll do one that will piss you off then.
Okay, let's just piss everyone off then. All right, that should be the vibe today.
This is just a war against each other. Oh yeah, I can take the well, there will be new trigger warnings, I guess.
Okay.
So this one's from Best of Redditor updates as well. I'll post there's 3 trigger warnings, but this one's definitely the worst one out of the 3. So I'll update this. There you go. It's updated. Trigger warning for racism in this one. And this was originally posted on Relationship Advice by Palpitation 9001. And the title is, "My 21 female boyfriend, 22 male, gets just so jealous over his brother's 26 male girlfriend, 28 female, that he cries until he vomits."
What? I'm so jealous.
Like, what the fuck?
What is wrong with this person?
I'm so, that's
Oh.
actually insane. I take it back, Butter Guy. You were fine. Come back. I agree.
What a title.
It's a wild one. This was posted September 30th, 2020, so quite a few years ago. And it goes like this. "My boyfriend Jake and I are high school sweethearts and share an apartment with his brother Finn. Finn has been seeing a woman named Bonnie for the past 3 months. They met over Tinder, and with certain restrictions lifting, we were finally getting to spend time with her in real life. She's a really great person, and she and Finn are stupidly into each other. Like accidentally finishing each other's sentences in love. Staring at each...
Finishing.
Not that, no. Jesus. It's wholesome right now, John.
Well, it was right there.
Staring at each other with big gooey eyes in love. It's kind of gross, but kind of sweet. A couple days ago, I noticed that Jake's been acting weird. He's been a lot quieter and a bit colder to me, going to bed early, getting up late. I tried to kiss him and he turned away. Yesterday, when Finn was out, I asked him what was up with him. He started off kind of hostile, but when I said that I was really feeling hurt, he blew up. To summarize, he told me that he was rethinking our entire relationship after listening to his brother talk about Bonnie. He said that Bonnie asked for Finn's preferences when she cut her hair and didn't get bangs when he said he thought they looked stupid when I got a. And didn't get bangs when he said that he thought they looked stupid when I got a pixie cut without asking Jake what he thought about it first. He said that Bonnie gave Finn a blowjob every night before bed and one every morning when he woke up, when I really don't like giving oral or receiving. He said I never offer to give him massages or pack his lunch. For clarifications, I do things for him all the time, but we've never been lovey-dovey. We don't even celebrate Valentine's Day, which is his suggestion. We both always agreed it was stupid and unrealistic. In fact, we always used to make fun of people for being sappy and definitely gave Finn hell for a bit over being so gooey. He was crying by the end of it, saying that he felt sick over missing out on someone who would love him that much. I said I loved him, but he didn't want to hear it. He started gagging and threw up a little bit because he was crying so hard. I didn't know what else to do, so I got him water and went to bed. I went to work and I've been hanging out at a coffee shop, but I have to go home soon. I have no idea where to go from here or what to say to him. I don't even know if we're still together. Please help.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the boyfriend sounds controlling as shit.
Yeah,
My
he's like, I
opinion.
want to tell you how to get your hair cut.
Yeah, and I always say this too. It's just like, well, we said it in the past as well. Like, comparison is kind of like the thief of joy. Like, you have your own relationship. Like, work on that. Like, work on the shit that you guys like, agree on together and the things that you like to do together. Why are you minding other people's shit? Like, I don't know. It's just you're doomed to have that kind of relationship if you keep comparing, like, oh, he gets this, you get that. It's like, dude, work on your shit. It seemed like you got, well, I don't think they were okay to begin with because he sounded controlling as shit, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I say OP should just get the hell out because this fool sounds a little crazy to me.
People are scared when the racism's coming. There's an update. Don't worry, we'll get to it. But yeah, two things for me stand out. It's like, one, if that's what you want in your relationship, you have to also work on like communicating that and then building towards a relationship where it's like, yeah, I want to be a bit more lovey-dovey or whatever it happens to be. And then two, it's also very early on in Finn and Bonnie's relationship. That's when you are the most, PDA, like that kind of stuff. It's like, yeah, you're infatuated with each other. So it's like the beginning of a relationship, and everyone is super lovey-dovey, or most people are super lovey-dovey at the beginning, I should say.
Hell no, I'm still like that, bro. Shit.
Sure, yeah. I'm not saying it doesn't. It ends. I'm just
I'm a
saying that's
simp
like
for life.
I'm just saying for most beginning of the relationship, the lovey-dovey shit and like going over the top is at the beginning. If you are in a great relationship, hopefully that plateaus and stays that way. But there are ups and downs, obviously, in relationships, and yeah. So it's crazy to me that he's comparing a
brand new relationship
to their whatever 8 or 7 year relationship, however long it's been. So I don't know. Wild to me. But like I said, there is an update 3 days later. So sorry I didn't respond to anyone's comment. I went home after posting, and by the time I logged back into Reddit, the post had been locked. A few of you asked for an update, so here it is. I'm single. I came home and Jake was gone. Finn was there and asked if I could sit down for a bit. He wouldn't give me the exact details, but he said he and Jake had a talk while I was out. He also showed me a few text messages to prove it. Apparently, Finn had never shared any details with his brother, but Jake had been able to hear them moan through the walls when Bonnie stayed over. It wasn't a bro talk or anything at all. Just the man I thought I was going to marry listening to his brother have sex through the walls.
That's just
Neat.
wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, yo.
That is crazy. When Finn got home from work, Jake tried to joke about it and made comments about Bonnie's race. Finn kicked him out, and now Jake is going to stay with their parents, so I have to pay his share of the rent too, because Finn refuses to let him in, and Jake refuses to come back. Double neat. A few people had questions, so here we go. Did Jake ever mention wanting romantic gestures? No. We actually got together because we were the only goths in our school. We bonded over being against lovey-dovey stuff like that. We grew out of the edgy phase, but yeah, he was always firm. He hated Valentine's Day and women who needed roses or gifts to feel loved. Has he ever done anything like this before? Now that I think about it, yeah. He's thrown tantrums before, but never like this. Things like carry-out orders, forgetting his side dishes, or stores running out of his favorite items always made him really emotional. Next question. Why don't you like oral? I mean, you don't...
You don't have to like it if you don't like it. What kind of question is that?
OP responds, there was a bad incident involving Jake's braces, left me with some scarring down there. And he really liked deep throating, 0 out of 10. I really feel bad for Bonnie. I don't want to know any more details about the relationship, but they seem happy. They work at the same high intensity job. So she packs meal prep bento boxes for him and herself. Finn buys her flowers, fixes her car, goes over when spiders get into her apartment. Like I said, they're cute. So there you go. So
I fuck with a cute bento box though, not gonna lie.
So do I.
Julia always makes me a cute little bento box. She used to write me like little notes too. I'm like, this is cute. Love that shit, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I wish the best for the brother and Bonnie. I hope their relationship continues on strong. It sounds like they are a perfect match for each other.
Jake is wildin', bro.
Yeah.
Listening, just be like, oh, getting some sloppy top right now.
That's crazy.
That shit's crazy, bro. I want that for me, man. I think it's kind of like a blessing in disguise for OP that, like, Jake's ass dipped, because he doesn't need to be in a relationship with someone.
No.
He needs to work on himself. He needs to, possibly get therapy and try to improve himself, or at least learn how to communicate better. If he ends up wanting to be in a relationship with someone, he gotta have that conversation. He needs to be grown up enough to be like, hey, this is the things that I like. These are the things that I require or want in a relationship. And if he can't communicate that, he's just better off being a single person and not harming anyone else.
Yeah. First person energy says it's not worth getting so bento out of shape.
Exactly. I like it.
But yeah, I agree with everything you said, John. I wish nothing but the best for OP. Hopefully she can find someone that actually, wants to be in the relationship she wants to be in, and he needs therapy, I think.
For sure.
You're listening to your brother have sex.
That's wild.
Fucking wild.
And why would you even want to listen to that, bro? It's just like, oh yeah, my brother. Hell yeah, brother. No, you sick freak.
Yeah. And then mentioning, like, bringing up her race, which God knows what he said there. Yeah. He needs to fix himself.
For sure. Hey, go buy some butter at the grocery store, bro.
Yeah, you know what? The butter guy wasn't that bad, actually.
Go get yourself a private butter, all right?
Yeah.
All right. I guess my next story is cross-posted by one of our goats, riding giraffe. And I picked this in honor of our boy, even though he'll never see this episode. But this one is cross-posted from r/. Today I fucked up.
Ooh, okay.
All right. The title is Today I fucked up. I fell asleep in the bathtub.
Okay.
I have not fallen asleep in a bathtub yet.
I don't take many baths, to be honest. I get very uncomfortable in baths because I am just a normally warm person. So I find baths just make me sweat, and I don't like it. It's not relaxing.
It has to be a certain place for me to take baths, and it has
That's
to be
fair.
a certain type of tub. But
Yeah.
I did one in Toronto because we were in a pretty decent hotel, so we're like,
Nice.
I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, we have our bath is like a shower bath combo. It's not a great.
Yeah,
not
I
a
don't
great
ever
place
use.
to
I
bath.
don't ever use my bathtub at home. I'm just like, bro, I just want to get in and out. I got shit.
Yeah, that's
On
fair.
vacations, that's fair. I'll do that.
Yeah, you got time to relax.
Yeah, that should be comfy, bro. Like, especially if like the hotel has a TV by the mirror, I'll be just watching there. I'm just like, oh, this is nice. All right. So I have the flu and a bunch of mini issues that came with that. And they put ear infection, nausea, headaches, etc. So for the first time in a very long time, I decided I was going to soak in a bath. I have like 3 bath bombs in the back of my bathroom cupboard. I've had for maybe about 2 years because I usually shower, not bathe, and I decided I wanted to use a glittery peach one.
Mm.
To my horror, and apparently my husband's, that peach glitter bath bomb is neither peach nor glittery, but the closest red I've seen to blood.
What the fuck?
I'm soaking and I knock out. I must be a shallow breather. From what I was told, I was faced away from the door, and the way my hair draped down made me look as though I was face down in the water.
Oh no.
I'm a very, 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 very heavy sleeper, and I have like 20 morning alarms to wake up and still tend to get up late. So my husband touching my leg didn't wake me up, nor did his scream.
Oh god, that would be the worst thing to walk in on. Oh no, I feel bad for him.
And apparently, my skin felt ice cold.
Wild. Okay.
My brother-in-law runs in, starts freaking out, running back to find his phone, and my husband tries to grab and hold me. And in the process, my head goes under the water for a second, and I pop up because I got water in my nose.
Just accidentally waterboarding her. Oh, no.
I'm confused as to why my husband is crying. My brother-in-law runs back in thanking God, and husband is trying to find out where the blood was coming from. I'm obviously terrified by the audience while I am butt naked in this bath, and as if it couldn't get any worse, I was asleep so long the bubbles were gone, so I was just exposed.
Oh no.
I yelled at them to get out and just stood up and showered. Definitely not a fan of this situation. Gonna stick to showers and gonna avoid my brother-in-law for the rest of my life.
I mean, I get why you're uncomfortable, but they thought you were dying or dead. So
Can I share a picture of what the bathtub looks like?
Oh, okay. Not sure. I wasn't sure what picture you were going to share, but I was like, yeah, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Give me 1 second.
That's crazy. Oh my God.
That's the picture.
See if I can make that bigger.
Let me see if I can expand my screen. Can you see better now?
Yeah, that is wild.
That looks blood red, dude.
That does look
Holy
look
shit.
blood red. I would also assume you
Hell
would die
yeah.
in that. That's crazy.
I've been watching Dexter again too, and it's reminding me of this scene with, I don't know if you watched it, but like when Dexter found Rita, I was like, oh shit, I would have freaked out if I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that looks exactly like blood and water. So
Yes.
it's like, yeah, that's fair. I mean, good on the husband for reacting, and the brother-in-law. I don't know. I think
looks like peach iced tea, not gonna lie. Ooh, peach iced tea does sound good right now.
maybe that's what they were going for with the peach. You never know. But anyway, I'm glad OP's not dead in the bathtub.
They're alive, just a heavy sleeper.
Yeah.
Oh, Lindsay, yes, Dexter is great. Not really a fan of the sequels though, so take that as you will. The Trinity Killer season, best television I've seen.
Okay, John, I sent you one earlier. Did you want to open that one up?
I sure can.
And I'll give. We're gonna be doing a skit basically because it's mostly a skit.
Okay.
Do you want to play as OP or the boyfriend? Or yeah.
I'll be the boyfriend, I guess.
Okay. And for anyone listening, trigger warning for politics in this one. And if the title doesn't give it away, I don't know what will. All right. So this one was originally posted on Am I Overreacting? And the title is Am I Overreacting Because My 20 Female Boyfriend, 21 Male, Prayed to Trump at My Family's Dinner.
I mean, it is a cult. So
Okay, so this was back when we were doing Let's Start a Cult. I think my next episode I had lined up that I was thinking about doing was going to be the mega cult. That would have been a fun comment section, gotta say. So Yeah. So like I said, this is mostly a conversation between OP and their boyfriend. I'll read the setup and then we will get into the script.
Let's do this.
All right. So this is the first time he's ever done this, so I don't get why it had to be in front of me or my family. We disagree on some things politically, but he never liked Trump either. So am I overreacting in our texts or reevaluating our relationship? And here is the text transcription. And once again, I am playing OP. John is playing the boyfriend.
I'm the boyfriend.
Hey, are you home yet? Can we talk?
What?
Also,
I'm cold
what a
immediately. I'm cold
what a
immediately.
response! What a response to that! Like,
What?
I'm still kind of put off by the prayer, crying face. Was that a joke? I dead ass couldn't tell.
Okay, what's funny about it?
It was a prayer to fucking Donald Trump. Like, why? Crying face emoji.
What do you mean?
My parents were confused as hell. Isn't that like false idol or blasphemous or anything?
If he's ordained by God himself, I don't see the issue. He literally saved them.
But why are we doing this now?
You brought this up.
No, I mean, why did we start prayer the prayer thing literally today?
I didn't. I thought we talked about this.
What? We haven't talked about this at all. You had to have known I'd think that's weird.
I said he was saved by God during the assassination, and that it was proof. He was chosen, so I speak to him. I don't see what the issue is.
That's insane. We disagree politically, so why would you pray to the man in front of me and my whole family? This just really seems out of character. Can I call you instead?
Why are you making this a big deal? I mean, everyone can be wrong on stuff. I don't judge you or your family.
It's not about who's wrong or right. Praying to Trump is just straight up insane.
You're being childish.
Bro, dead face emoji. Straight up answer my calls. How are you real?
You know, I'll call you after work.
And scene.
Fuck was that? Ordained? He was chosen by God himself. Motherfuckers peddling a $60 Bible to you damn sheep. Who people buying that shit, bro? Like, are you kidding me right now? The same damn guy who wants to annex every goddamn country that's like next to him. He thinks he can afford Greenland. He thinks he can afford Canada. That boy has so much lawsuit on his ass. Like, why would even vote him as a president? I hate people like this. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Actually, I'm not.
He doesn't even want to take over Canada. He just thinks we'll join him.
Yes.
What the fuck? I'm sure there are some people who would, but yeah, it's insane. I just, it is literally a cult. Like, that is quite literally what it is. And this is not the first prayer one I've seen in the last month. It's crazy.
Xander put butter guys looking more and more normal as these stories.
I started with the most normal guy in this. I worked my way down. There is an update.
Oh my god.
The next day on December 28th, 2024. So this happened a few weeks ago during Christmas. And OP says, the relationship is over.
Good.
I'm embarrassed from this whole ordeal, so I just spontaneously did it. It was less than a year, so I'll get over it, but damn. Thanks for those chill and nice comments providing support. Even though I can't read most comments, lessons have been learned. So I'm glad OP's out of that.
No, for real.
There's like times when you can have slight political differences, but I feel when you're praying to a political leader, that's when it's GG's. It's like, oh, okay, you're no longer in reality.
I think if you worship any person in particular, it's weird ass behavior to me.
True. That is true as well. I would say especially political figures, because then it's just like, that's when it gets problematic. Bring back Let's Start a Cult with the mega cult. No, I ended that one a long time ago, but I appreciate people want it. Maybe I'll do a short one on a Tuesday episode or something.
Ooh, for the rich, even more incentive for y'all to do one.
Yeah. But yeah, John, what do you got?
I got a long one.
Okay, so buckle in.
Buckle in.
Oh, I
All
guess I
right.
can take the political trigger warning off.
Yeah. If y'all are in bed right now, if it's later part of your day, you might want to grab a blanket, grab some tea. If you want to tee-hee with me, you will tee-hee in this story. Okay. All right. This one is from Best of Redditor Updates, and this one is originally posted by Next Door Family. The title is I unwittingly created a family with my next door neighbor.
Oh, I'm hoping this is the wholesome one. Otherwise, I'm worried.
It is the wholesome one. This is I'm telling y'all, Wikimaniacs, you're gonna this is some Lifetime movie shit right here. Okay?
Good.
All right. So 3 years ago, woman named Cassie, 32 female, and her son, Kenny, 13 male, moved into the apartment next door. They had a few boxes, so I figured I'd, 31 male, offer to help and get off to a good start. I noticed Kenny had a PS4, so I told him that, hey, I game as well. And he was free to come over and play my systems anytime he wanted, or he wanted of his mother. And he was free to come over and play my systems anytime if he wanted, and if his mother allowed it. Sorry, the sentence structure was kind of weird.
Yeah. So I know exactly what you're talking about. We had one where we recorded last night where I had that exact thing where they just don't put a space.
And unfortunately, Josh doesn't have the editing capabilities in this live story.
Yep.
So like I will stumble a lot of readings. So I have a PS5, Switch, and PC as an FYI. And since I'm a mechanic, I told Cassie if she had car trouble, she could come to me anytime since I help out a lot of other people on the floor with their cars as well. She accepted.
Nice.
Gotta say, OP sounds like a gem of a human being so far.
Yeah.
I didn't really interact with either Kenny or Cassie besides a few hays for a few weeks initially. But a little more than a month after moving in, Cassie knocked on my door and asked if I could check her car because the engine wasn't turning over. Turns out the spark plugs needed to be changed, which was easy enough to do. Cassie was very thankful for my help and offered to pay, but I told her it was no problem. She invited me to dinner with her and Kenny, and I was hesitant to accept, but she insisted on it. The next day, we had dinner, and it was a good time. I learned a lot about her and talked to Kenny more. He's a good kid, really into games, science, and his guitar. We even all went over to my place for some Mario Kart.
Nice.
I will make enemies out of my neighbors if I played Mario Kart or Mario Party.
Mario Party.
Too competitive, bro.
We played a couple of games over the holiday.
The yelling is crazy.
Yeah. My brother-in-law.
It's like, get my star, bitch.
it was my brother-in-law, Sienna, his girlfriend, and then me, and we were all just shouting at each other at some points. Don't take my fucking star.
I'd be creating alliance and just like, we're starting a war. From then on, I got really close to Kenny. I viewed him like a little brother, and he came over to play my games almost every day. And I even started teaching him about cars. I've even brought him to my shop to introduce him to tools. He's a quick study, and he even told Cassie he wants to be a mechanic like me. I told him to aim higher and become an engineer. He's now even looking into engineering programs. And I think Cassie really appreciated our relationship. She became a lot more friendly with me, and I got COVID during lockdown, and out of the kindness of her heart, she brought me groceries, cleaned my apartment, and even took care of me.
Hell yeah.
Was totally grateful. She even cooks dinner for me every night, and we all have dinner together. She even makes dinner for me when I work late and leaves it in my apartment. This is some wholesome shit, bro.
This is wholesome.
The other day, Kenny brought one of his friends over to his apartment. I met the friend, and he said, "Hey, this is OP. He's like my dad." Not gonna lie. I know when I read that first, I got teary-eyed, and I'm getting teary-eyed right now. I'm about to tee in a bit, though. Not gonna lie, that took me by surprise. I always viewed Kenny as my little brother, but here he is saying that I'm like a dad to him. I asked Cassie about this, and she seemed surprised I even asked. She said that she would never force that role on me, but he did view me as his father. He even hoped that me and Cassie would get together so that we can be a real family. Cassie then said she wouldn't mind that either. And I asked her if she was asking me out, and she just smiled and said yes. I was surprised, but said okay.
Wow, that kid's the best wingman ever.
For real. We have dinner. We have a dinner date this weekend, and I'm nervous as all hell. I don't want to ruin things with Cassie and or Kenny. I really do love them both, but I'm not sure how I feel about being the father figure for Kenny. It's a lot of responsibility, and I'm not entirely sure I'm the guy for that. And Cassie, she's a really amazing woman. I just hope I can measure up to her expectations. And just asking Reddit, are my worries unfounded? Should I put some boundaries between me and Kenny? And how do I not screw this up with Cassie?
I mean, I think being the person you are is the way to not screw it up. It sounds like you are a genuinely good person. It's what both of them have. I don't want to say fallen in love for because I don't want to say that yet, but they've fallen for like your personality, who you are, and how you interact with Kenny. And yeah, I think you're a great person. I think you're downplaying how good of a person you are.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think, dude, just it does more harm if you don't try. I think.
Yeah.
Because I think they already have accepted this, and you're the last one to realize it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
And I like what Bridget put. You don't have to be perfect, just be kind of and supportive, and which is crazy because you already are the perfect example for Kenny. And
exactly,
it takes a lot for a kid to be like, "Hey, this guy's like a dad to me." That you should wear that shit as a badge of honor, brother.
Yeah, there are many stories we read where, kids with, parents who get new partners just never accept that, and for multiple different reasons. But for you to
stepped up without even trying.
Exactly. That's crazy work, for you to be considered the father figure before you even started a relationship with Kenny's mom. That's an achievement in itself, I think.
All I'm saying, I want to hang out with OP, bro. Like that's fucking Mario Kart can help me fix my car because I don't know shit about cars. This is a wingman right here.
Yeah.
All right. On to the update. Hey, all. Thanks for all the nice comments on the first post. It's weird being complimented so much, but I guess I like it. Also, this update was originally posted, blah, blah. Skip that part.
Yeah.
So here are some things to clarify before the update. People were asking me if I'm actually attracted to Cassie, and the answer is yes. She's one of the strongest, nicest, most considerate people I know. She constantly puts people before herself, and I always wish that someone would put her first for once. Did I mention that Cassie is super pretty? I guess I just never thought Cassie would find me attractive or be interested in me in that way. And now to the update. I was nervous as hell all week leading up to the date on Saturday. During our usual family dinners, Cassie smiled at me a lot more. And I don't think Kenny noticed, and he was too busy playing on his phone. Cassie not so subtly suggested to Kenny that he go spend a weekend with his grandparents.
Ooh.
He didn't really want to, but she pretty much pushed him out the door.
Can he get the fuck out? I don't want him to be my dad anymore.
Fuck you, Kenny. Get out of here. Cockblock. On Saturday evening, I knocked on Cassie's door and she opened it up wearing an absolutely beautiful dress. I wish it was red dress so Sean could have said red dress. I broke the tension and asked if that dress was for me. She laughed and we went on our way. The evening was a little awkward at first, but when we were walking to the restaurant, she grabbed my hand and smiled at me, and it sort of got rid of the awkwardness. From there, the evening went amazingly. We talked, laughed, and had a great dinner. I asked her what made her change her mind about me, and she said it was the previous Christmas. For reference, Cassie is a hardworking single mom, and Kenny has all of his needs met and more. But she can't afford to get him the best, and it really hurts her that she can't. She really wanted to get him a PS5 since he was begging for one, but couldn't justify the cost. Since I have disposable income, I hunted for months, checking stock drops until I finally got one. I then surprised Kenny with it on Christmas and told him it was from his mom. Cassie was shocked and even started crying. I'm about to start crying too.
Damn.
Because it was a pain in the ass to try to get PS5 during that time. Kenny was so excited, he didn't even notice her crying. All she could tell me was thank you repeatedly. Apparently,
sorry, the chat is wild.
What are you saying?
James said he's a father figure to Kenny, but she's going to be calling him daddy.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Holy shit.
Apparently that made her realize that she wanted, I hope Kenny don't be fucking listening in the hallways though. Just be like, is mommy getting Apparently, that made her realize that she wanted me in both of their lives forever. She tried to deny her feelings, but it didn't work. The conversation the other day was the opening she needed to finally confess how she felt. After dinner, we went back to her place for a nightcap. We talked a lot about relationship expectations and how we wanted to proceed. We agreed to be exclusive, to take it slow, and not to tell Kenny about anything until we're sure that this relationship is real and strong.
Good
We
idea.
don't want to give him unrealistic expectations, and she also said that her calling me his dad was too much too soon, and she apologized for it. She said it was wishful thinking on her part and probably would have weirded out most people. She said to accept any role with Kenny that I wanted, but she hoped that I would see Kenny as a son eventually. Sorry to disappoint everyone, but we didn't do the deed. We decided that it was much too soon.
Damn
we
it.
did. We did, however, have a buzz makeout session. So hey, bro,
Oh, okay.
that's good shit still, bro. The following day, we went to brunch and decided to go apple picking. It felt damn good to be walking hand in hand with someone you care about and taking lots of pictures doing silly things. At our family dinner yesterday, Cassie sat close to me and was rubbing her foot on my leg. I don't think I've ever been more turned on in my life. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think I'm falling for Cassie and falling hard. Well, anyway, I think that's it. We're together now, and hopefully this lasts. I don't think I don't think I want anyone else. Cassie is everything one could want in a partner, and I hope that I can be worthy of her. She's a really special person, and thanks everyone. You're all so kind.
Hell yeah. It's about time we get a wholesome one.
Yeah.
Even though I brought most of the weird ones.
Wait, there's more though, Josh. So
Oh, there's more.
besides this story, okay, so for context, this was from Best of Redditor Updates, and this was posted 2 years ago. Okay. So OP created a separate post 8 months later on r/true off my chest. Would you like to
Okay.
hear that story as well?
I would.
All right, brother. The title of this one from the same OP: My girlfriend just sent me roses to my workplace, and I don't know what to do with myself.
Okay. I like that.
All right. So, okay, in the break room at my work, and I'm grinning like an idiot, and I don't know what to do with my hands. So I'm typing this out to get rid of all this nervous energy. My boy is teeing in a break room, bro, because I am too. My feet are like fluttering right now. I'm like, oh, this is so nice.
Your
I
feet
work-
always flutter. You can't
It
touch.
is. I can't touch the floor. That's why. You bitch. I work as a mechanic, and my boss called me over to this office. I thought I fucked up somehow, but he had a big ass bouquet of bouquet. Bouquet of roses on his desk. He told me, "This is for you." I was like, "What the fuck?" But I read the card attached to it, and it just said, "Just because, love, girlfriend."
Oh,
My boss laughed at me and told me I had a good one and not to fuck it up. LOL. He did say he'd have to give me shit for it, but he's happy for me. Sure enough, the boys on the floor ripped me to shreds once they heard about it, but I didn't care. I was like floating. See?
hell yeah.
Now I'm on my break and I can't stop thinking about how much this completely caught me off guard. Can someone please talk me down from going out to buy her a ring after work? LOL. And edit, just to confirm that it's still them. Hey everyone, I'm finally off work and I'm still really flustered, but I think I've calmed down. I don't think I'm going to get her a ring today, but I have to do something. Problem is, I don't know what. She deserves absolutely everything, but I can't think of anything that would equal this. I do have an idea of taking her on a last-minute romantic getaway this weekend. Also, to everyone asking, yes, the woman in my story is Cassie from my previous post. So it seems like
Hey.
they're still going strong, like almost 3 years later. So
Chat saying get
I'm
the
a-
ring. So
get the ring, brother. Get the freaking ring.
yeah, take her on a romantic trip to go ring shopping. That's what you should do.
Absolutely.
God damn, that's one of the most wholesome stories we ever read. I wish them nothing but the best.
Oh yeah.
And you know, he partially got Kenny that PS5 so he could take his mom on more dates, and it's working out. Also, I want to say, like, we've had stories where, like, my wife, you know, packed me lunch or whatever, or my wife brought me lunch to work, or
Mhm.
and it embarrassed me or whatever. This is how you should react to your wife going out of her way to, you know, or your partner, anyone, going out of their way to, you know, bring you flowers, lunch, or anything like that for your work. Like, yeah, you're gonna get harassed a little bit. That's what's gonna happen. But
Hell nah.
fuck
Fellas, if there's fellas listening in this live chat, normalize fucking kicking your feet up in the air and feeling good, baby.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
That's some good shit, bro. Like, it feels nice to be loved, all right? It feels nice to
absolutely.
be appreciated. And it's not fucking, people make fun of it saying like, oh, it's a feminine behavior, blah, blah. Who gives a fuck? If it's
Oh.
feminine behavior to fucking feel this good blushing and shit, boy, I don't give a fuck, all right?
I didn't even
like
mean
that.
that. I just meant like your coworkers
Oh,
will.
no. I know what you meant, but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
it's like, there's going to be a lot of people, people are beta for like doing this shit. I'm like, fuck that, bro.
Yeah, I agree. Oh yeah, I guess.
You finishing it up?
What time are we at? I got one more update one here. It's not wholesome though, so I don't.
Should we have ended it?
Shit. Do you have another one?
Nope, that is it, brother.
All right. Well. Oops.
Well, let's ruin people's happiness. All right.
Let's do it.
It's okay. It's okay.
This one was originally posted by Complex Club 6111, and this was posted in 2X chromosomes. And the title is "Devastated about my husband's wealthy-ish family's reaction to my first big gift for him."
Oh no.
And this was posted on Christmas Day.
Oh no. They're probably saying it's not good enough. It's not expensive enough.
Could be.
I'm
You wanna-
gonna send Luigi on all your ass, bro. You gonna fucking chill.
Yeah, so I apologize for bringing this one. Should have left the butter one to the end.
Well, we started with
right.
Doom. We're gonna end in Doom. All right.
Yeah, there was wholesome in the middle there.
At
So.
least we're consistent, right?
Yeah. All right. So I come from poverty. It is what it is. I had a very rich childhood in all the ways except financially. Christmas was saved for year round, and we all got one thing to wear, one book, and one fun thing. My husband comes from a family that grossed $300,000 a year, and Christmases were always massive show-offs. Each kid had $2,000+ under the tree easily. Holy. My husband and I started dating 5 years ago and have been married for 2.5. We've clawed our way up in life. He was not given financial help as an adult, and this year is the first time we can spend some decent money on Christmas. He has been wanting a guitar for some time. He has never played and has expressed interest so many times, but we could never do it financially. I did a lot of research, and from what I can see, beginner guitars were about $150-ish.
That's a lot still, bro.
It is. And they went up from there up to your $5,000 for really nice ones. I agonized over what I was going to choose and ended up telling him to cut the budget for me so that I could surprise him with a really nice gift. So I thought. My original budget was $500, but I really wanted to go big or go home. It ended up being around 900 Canadian plus 200 for accessories or so. Being able to spend that much of money is just unfathomable for a former poor kid. But I did it because he deserves it. We finally have the means, and I was beyond excited to see his face light up. Christmas morning comes, and the tree gifts wait until his family arrives. I'm basically giddy at this point with excitement. Our turn comes for couple gifts, and I bring the guitar case out from its hiding place. He is so excited and opens the case, revealing the guitar, and then, ... quote, "Okay, thanks, babe. Never heard of this brand," end quote. Not the overwhelming joy I was hoping for, but it's not about me, right? His brother then says, quote, "Oh, it's nice. A decent cheapy one to start out with," end quote. I'd be fighting on sight. His dad chimes in, having played in his 20s, and says it's known for its lower end models, and they'd be happy to chip in for a nice one next year if he sticks with it. I've never felt such a punch to the gut. I assume I'm overthinking as per usual, but I'm still so devastated from this 10 seconds of today, and I can't even really verbalize why. It felt like I was 9 years old again, trying to be excited about my new Aeropostale hoodie with my friend that got a MacBook and Disney trip for Christmas. I think those comments affected how my husband viewed it too, because he hadn't touched it since, despite wanting it so badly for years. I guess I'm just venting. I feel so small, and I just had to get it out.
The way I would grab that guitar by the bass or the little handle.
Yeah.
And just smash the shit out of his fucking head.
No, I
Every
wouldn't.
single one of them.
No, the guitar is expensive for OP. I wouldn't smash it.
I would. It's cathartic, all right? But it's, oh my, this is unfortunate, right? Like, I always say this, like, I'm not like the best when it comes to like gift giving. I'm terrible because I also didn't grow up with a lot. So like thinking about like spending a lot of money is like, it's difficult for me too, you know, and it's like,
Yeah,
especially
same.
like, and also like I also didn't receive a lot of gifts growing up too when I was little. So it's like the act of like giving gifts it's to me, it's still pretty foreign. And I told this in the story a bunch of times too. It's just like, hey, there were years when we were like, you know, me and Juliet were together, just like, babe, I can't afford to get you anything. And she was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
And to this day, like she always says, like, you know, the best thing you've ever given me was like a booklet of like coupons that says like, you know, you scratch me for like certain amount of times type of shit. And to this day, like no matter how much like, you know, things that I've given her, like now that I can kind of afford stuff, she always think about that. She's like, hey, to this day, this is still the best thing you've ever gotten me. And I think that's what gift giving should be. It's not really about the price or like the quality of the material, but the thought behind the gift that was given.
Yes.
And I think the husband should have shown a little bit of appreciation like to the wife, because it's like, hey, you knew like how she scratched and clawed. And if like, yes, it might have been cheap, but like, or cheaper in your standards, but like if you think about it, a guitar is going to be expensive no matter what. Like no matter if it's like a beginning or entry level, that shit is still expensive.
Yeah.
Anything
for many people,
you know, like and if you equate it to that, it's like, you know, a lot of people still, you know, work at a minimum wage job, right? Like let's say it's like $10, like the minimum wage, which is not true for a majority of the US. You're telling me that she had to work 15 hours of her life to afford like the lowest base of that, just for her to afford that gift. And it's like no one really correlates that, and it sucks that like that family is so elitist in their way. It's just like, bro, you couldn't have appreciated the fucking effort that OP took to make her husband happy. Instead you belittle it, saying like, that's a good starter, we'll get you a nice new one next year. That's so fucked up.
And for the husband not to like who knows how he actually felt on the response. It sounded like very, you know, tepid and mild of a response, but especially when his family spoke against it, if he didn't say anything back to them, so it was like, yeah, he clearly felt that way too, you know what I mean? And so it's like, yeah, he's being fucking shitty about it. There are a few comments here, just to clarify a couple things. First commenter said, I'm wondering if maybe your husband had a specific brand of guitar in mind that he wanted, and that's why he reacted that way. Not sure if that'll help you feel better, but that was my first thought. OP responds, I don't think he did. He's usually pretty forward with things and has never mentioned a specific brand. He's not super knowledgeable about any of it. My dad said the brand is common enough brand.
Fender,
I know,
or what was it? Fender? Are those the popular guitar brands? I don't remember.
I don't know actually. Oh, it's a Guild 25E. I don't know what the difference is, but they go on to say, I know his brother does have a Les Paul, so by comparison, it pales if he's familiar with the other high-end names. And then finally, sorry, I'm just looking here. Sounds like you're not actually devastated by your husband's you're actually devastated by your husband's reaction to the gift, not his family's reaction. And Opie says, I think you're right. I was expecting him to be so excited, and then it just didn't really happen like that. Mm-hmm. This guitar has been passing conversation for years. My little sister was also very excited and helped me pick it out. So I think I also felt crushed for her too. So,
oh my God.
Just clarifying some things. But there's an update on the next day, Boxing Day, since they're in Canada.
She smashed the guitar over his head. That's the only outcome I want.
I'd take it back and get myself a present.
That's That's a good idea too.
I think someone said the Ninja Creamy in comments, so I'd be like,
Oh, hold on.
I want one.
Speaking of Ninja Creamy, I have a Ninja Creamy, right? And
Do
fucking-
you?
Yeah, I do. And I saw the concept of the next one, and it's gonna be like a
Oh,
soft
The
serve.
soft serve one?
Boy, I want that shit back.
Yeah. 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 All my TikTok is Ninja Creamy recipes, and I'm like, fuck me.
Oh yeah, like Juliet makes a bunch of like protein ice cream for me, like with the creamy, and it's
Yeah.
dude, having ice cream for breakfast all the time is the best.
And then you feel good because it's like,
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
yeah, Stevie. I remember we were talking on Discord about that. Like
Oh,
we were
nice.
sharing. Like I think Juliet was sharing a few recipes that she made in Discord with Stevie back then. So
hell yeah.
oh my god,
Someday.
congratulations, Sunday. I want to make a Sunday with a Ninja Creamy too, indeed.
I said someday, but yes, Sundays.
Oh, there you go.
Anyway, so next day update. I spoke with him this morning, trying to be very calm. I'm not confrontational by nature, so I put my anger aside and went into it with patience and grace. I asked him if he was upset about the guitar, either the brand choice, the appearance, or something. I told him my feelings were hurt when his family made comments, even if unintentionally, that made it seem like I chose a child starter instrument or something. I explained that I put a lot of thought and research into the build, the color, everything. So to make sure his first experience with the guitar was very positive. He was shocked to hear that I'd been thinking about it that way. He didn't think twice about what his family said. He apologized for their reaction and explained that his comments about the brand was nothing more than what it seemed. He'd never heard of the brand, that's all. He said he loved it and was just caught up in the craziness of Christmas, which is why he hadn't played it yet. It eased my mind a lot. I guess I'm just used to over-the-top reactions in my family. I think I'm still disappointed after a month's worth of excitement. Building was slashed pretty quickly, but at the end of the day, knowing he likes it makes their opinions mean a lot less. So, I mean, sounds like he did appreciate it, and I can understand not using it during Christmas Day because it's like, yeah, there's a lot going on Christmas Day, you know what I mean? So, I would say if he doesn't use it
At all.
after that,
Yeah.
then I'd be worried, but I'm glad he apologized and apologized for his family. I wish he'd stood up to them in the moment, but yeah.
I have hope. I have hope that he can at least see that the effort she did was a lot.
Yeah.
I hope he appreciates it someday.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying he could have reacted better. Some people just don't know how to react when getting gifts. So that could be that as well. I don't know. I'm hoping for the best in this case because I didn't bring a wholesome one, so I need
Should have
to.
ended it by. Oh god.
But yeah, that's my last story I've got today, John. I don't know if there's anything else you had.
I don't.
to bring?
Unless, I don't know how long you're trying to go, Josh, but I mean, if we got time to answer questions, have a conversation with y'all, you want to talk about something, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, I did figure out audio for gaming, I think. So someday soon we will do another gaming stream. And yeah, I mean,
that was fun.
It was good. I really like the Pico Park where we were all playing.
I really want to wait till Sean gets better because I want him to be more reactive. I feel like he was holding himself back because if he had been more reactive, I think he would have died on the stream.
He almost did a few times.
He did.
Yeah, that last level we played nearly broke up the podcast.
We were very frustrated on that.
First Burst on Energy says, "What are you talking about, Josh? The butter story had some holes." It's not the wholesome I was talking about. We're gonna do another gaming. I think we want to do gaming more this year. So,
Yes.
a Minecraft stream would be kind of interesting.
I've never played Minecraft before.
Really?
Never.
God, I don't know why I'm always shocked, but yeah, that makes sense. You don't. You're very limited in what you experience.
I'm like a hermit.
Which is fine. It's very interesting.
I just have different experiences. If you tell me hey, have you traveled here? I probably have. Have you eaten?
Yeah.
I probably have. Have you watched this? No.
No,
Have you played it? No.
that's fair. That's fair. It's just Minecraft was my childhood. You know what I mean? Like,
I just don't have that creativity to build shit. Like, I think that's also kind of what hindered me from playing Fortnite, because don't you gotta like build stuff in Fortnite?
yeah, I think there are no build
Oh,
lobbies as well, but yeah, at the beginning it was for sure. You had to
because I'm
build
like
stuff.
terrible at shooting games to begin with, and you telling me that I have to build stuff while trying not to get shot. Boy, what are you doing? Like, what can I do?
Do we plan on playing Jackbox games? I mean, we could do something like that. I know I think I have some, so we could figure that out. But yeah,
Oh, I'm really curious. I know this is like our first like live stream of 2025. Do y'all have some resolutions? Kind of want to know.
is this our first? Well, technically the gaming stream is
Technically the
live.
gaming one, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the Reddit one. So.
We are also going to be doing these streams more often as well.
Yes.
I'm hoping at least 2 Wednesdays a month, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll have the Patreon live streams as well. But yeah.
New Year, same me. I love that, Lindsay.
Hell
Never
yeah.
change.
Oh, Mario Party would be a good one.
Ooh,
I'd have to figure out how to hook that up, but
that'd be dangerous.
that would be dangerous. I also don't know if Sean has a Switch.
Oh, that's true, huh?
Yeah,
I think he only has a PS5, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Yeah.
But we can figure that out. Quit vaping. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, Sarah. That's it too. Cause like, hold on, I saw Sarah put a comment. I think it's the ADHD thing, John. The shooting games where you need to be constantly aware of all your surroundings. Do not. Yeah, I agree. Plus, I didn't want to deal with that. I've seen what real life looks like, and that's not fun.
That's fair.
I played the real life version of that, so I'm good.
Sorry, I'm just going through the comments here. But anyway, I mean, we'll probably end it there.
Yeah.
Like I said, this won't be the last one. And if you're a patron or YouTube member, you get Friday's episode tomorrow, so you don't have to wait too long. Oh, shout out to Maria, sends $10. Say, hi guys, I love y'all video so much. Thank you for everything y'all do. Oh, fuck, it's gone. Damn it.
Oh, I got you. It says also, John, I'm from Dallas, Texas as well. Y'all bring me so much happiness. And Maria sent $9.99. Thank you, Maria. If you ever catch me on a gym somewhere, I'm like everywhere. Please say hi.
Hell yeah. Fred says $5. Said, John, you're the opposite of a hermit. You're traveling all over the world. That
I'm
is
a
true.
traveling hermit. How about that? Does that work?
You're a pop culture hermit.
There you go. I don't know shit about pop culture. None.
Cool. Okay. Well, I think we'll end it there, guys. We appreciate you coming out for this Wednesday Reddit reading episode. For anyone, we're going to be sending it to audio sometime this afternoon. I'm still editing Friday's episode, so it'll be after that. But yeah, we appreciate you guys for stopping by, participating in the chat. And like I said, keep an eye out for when we do these next or the next gaming stream. But with that, we'll say bye and have a good day.
Bye butter. Bye butter.
Bye
Bye
butter.
butter.